Hello, my name is Jonadab. Most of you do not know me, right? Including you watching me. Do not worry, stay tuned as we discuss my role in the Bible, Old Testament to be precise.
In the palace of King David, many men were known for strength. Some were warriors, some were princes, but one man was known for something far more dangerous. The Bible describes Jonadab with only a few words. He was a very subtle man, and that subtlety would destroy a royal family. Jonadab was the son of David's brother. He grew up inside the palace, surrounded by princes. He understood the ambitions, the weaknesses, and the secrets of the royal house. Unlike the warriors of Israel, Jonadab did not fight battles. His weapon was his mind. He watched people carefully, and he knew exactly how to influence them. One day, Jonadab noticed something strange about Prince Amnon. Amnon, the king's firstborn, looked weak and restless. He stopped eating. He avoided the court. Jonadab approached him and asked, "Why are you becoming so thin day after day?" At first, Amnon hesitated, but Jonadab kept pressing him. Finally, the prince confessed his secret. He was obsessed with Tamar. The problem was that Tamar was his sister. Amnon believed he could never be with her, and the frustration was destroying him. A wise friend would have warned him. A righteous friend would have told him to control his desire. But Jonadab did something else. He created a plan. He told Amnon, "Lie down on your bed and pretend to be sick. When the king comes to visit you, ask him to send Tamar. Tell him you want her to prepare food for you." Jonadab knew something important. King David trusted Tamar, and the king loved his son Amnon. The plan would work perfectly. What sounded like a harmless request was actually a trap. The next day, Amnon followed the plan exactly. He lay in bed pretending to be ill. When King David came to see him, Amnon made the request just as Jonadab had instructed. The king agreed. Tamar was sent to care for her brother. Inside the room, she prepared food for him. But once they were alone, the prince revealed his true intention. Tamar begged him not to do this evil thing. She reminded him of the shame it would bring. But Amnon refused to listen. His desire had overcome his conscience, and he committed a terrible act. What happened next shocked everyone. The man who claimed to love Tamar suddenly hated her. His hatred was stronger than the love he once claimed. He ordered his servants to throw her out. Tamar left the palace in grief and shame, but someone was watching everything. Jonadab, the subtle man who had started it all. When Tamar's brother Absalom heard what had happened, he said nothing. He did not argue. He did not seek revenge immediately. Instead, he waited. For 2 years, Absalom kept his anger hidden, but the palace was full of whispers, and Jonadab was a man who listened carefully. He understood that Absalom's silence was not forgiveness. It was patience. After 2 years, Absalom invited all the king's sons to a feast. At first, King David hesitated, but eventually Amnon agreed to go. The celebration began normally. Food was served, wine flowed, music filled the house. But this feast was not about celebration. It was about justice. When Amnon was drunk, Absalom gave a signal to his servants, and they struck the prince down. Amnon was dead. When the news reached King David, chaos spread through the palace. At first, a rumor arrived saying that all the king's sons had been killed. The king was devastated. But suddenly, Jonadab spoke. Calmly, confidently, he told the king, "Do not believe that all the princes are dead. Only Amnon is dead." Then he said something even more shocking. He told the king that Absalom had been planning this since the day Tamar was violated. But this raises a question. How did Jonadab know that? He was not present at Absalom's feast. He was not among the servants who killed Amnon. Yet he knew the exact motive. He knew the exact target. He even knew the long history behind the plan. Was Jonadab simply observant? Or had the subtle man been involved in the story from the very beginning? Jonadab's words to the king reveal something. Probably he was involved in planning Amnon's assassination. Maybe he advised Absalom, "Don't strike now. Be patient. Revenge is not served hot. It is sweeter we served cold." The Bible does not say, but it leaves us with a warning. Jonadab never lifted a sword. He never committed the crime himself, but his advice set everything in motion. Sometimes the most dangerous people are not the ones who act. They are the ones who whisper the idea.
I believe you're inspired. Don't be a Jonadab. Subscribe for more Bible stories.